We finally have the answer to the age-old question of what would it take a MAGA supporter to leave Donald Trump?
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVPs. So lovely. I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share is as if there is a battle between the Maga Republicans and Orange Man. It's as if Maga supporters are turning their back on Maga. Like, I am not saying all of them anyway, but some. Like, I saw some couple of videos. They're all burning their shirt, burning their cap. Like, they are so tired of the beers. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll it as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes.
We have some big news right now. MAGA Republicans are turning against Donald Trump, and it looks as though MAGA is on the verge of a possible civil war over everything that's happening between the FBI and the Department of Justice and the Epstein files. MAGA is just not satisfied with what the Trump administration is doing and the narrative Donald Trump is pushing himself. You have some of Donald Trump's most loyal people on the internet saying now that he has turned his back on them, on essentially the cause, on MAGA. And it looks like it's only getting worse. He wants to move on, right? He wants to tell the world about Rosie O'Donnell and try to revoke her citizenship. He wants to distract his own base seemingly from the issues that they care about. And right now, they're very unhappy. And it looks as though it's only going to continue and it's only going to get worse if Trump does not do something fast, whether it's potentially firing Pam Bondi, removing the head of the FBI. Stay tuned.
If you haven't seen this, you have to check it out.
How many of you are satisfied? You can clap.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Satisfied with the results of the Epstein investigation? Clap.
This is Laura Ingraham being booed at a MAGA conference because MAGA is furious about the Epstein files.
Okay, I told you to clap. You guys aren't listening. I'm not going to grade you on a curve.
Y'all, seriously, how embarrassing is that to think that you were going to get everybody to chant and root for the whole investigation just to get crickets and boos?
So I was going to get to that. How many of you are not satisfied with the results of the investigation?
Listen, that was a horrible attempt to be able to regain composure after you thought you was going to get a result and it didn't show up. Y'all, everybody is on board. Everybody is saying this is not what we stand for. So I want you all to join us for the blackout. Look, we're blacking out the system. I want you to hashtag it. I want you to share this video, get it in front of as many MAGA individuals as you can. There are so many people who are uniting in the United States. It don't matter if you voted red or blue, left or right. It doesn't matter. We do not approve of this administration. We do not approve or trust the things that they're doing, and they're putting incompetent individuals just like the Madam Secretary in positions who don't even know what FEMA is.
MAGA is burning MAGA hats after this post about Epstein Trump just made minutes ago.
I'm not going to play with these anymore. MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on.
But what did he post? Well, he said that the Epstein documents are radical left inspired and that nobody cares any longer about Jeffrey Epstein. He then went on to say that Pam Bondi should be investigating the 2020 election rather than Jeffrey Epstein. This is the spark of a MAGA civil war. Mark this post.
We finally have the answer to the age-old question of what would it take a MAGA supporter to leave Donald Trump? What would it take for them to turn their back on Donald Trump? We thought maybe the 34 felony counts and convictions would be enough. Maybe the E. Jean Carroll and the claims and cases of sexual assault and rape would be enough. Maybe it was this tax bill in which the lower class gets absolutely destroyed while giving their money to the billionaires. Maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe it was this, but we never saw the line cross. And now we finally have the answer to what is making MAGA leave Donald Trump, because I have seen more and more videos about people showing their disdain and displeasure over Donald Trump and Pam Bondi not releasing these Epstein files than I have seen over anything else. Am I wrong? Are you seeing this? This has been, and I'm not saying obviously it's all MAGA. I mean, come on, that'd be ridiculous. But I'm seeing a ton of people posting videos saying they are pissed at Donald Trump and his administration, because that was the thing that brought them to the table. That was what was brought them into the cult. That brought them into the cult, was that he was saying he was going to release the Epstein files and make all of this public and bring all of this to light. He was supposed to be the administration of transparency. And now they are absolutely beside themselves, furious with Donald Trump because he is not releasing those files. I didn't think this was going to be it. He's listed in the Epstein file. I mean, he's on the flight logs. He's best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. We all know what that means in a logical brain. But I did not think that this lack of release of these files was going to be the straw that broke so many people's back on the MAGA side of things. So I feel like we've crossed a threshold here, and this is maybe a turning point where MAGA has seen the light and is realizing that Donald Trump is not who he says he is, and he has broken one of the biggest promises to his cult. Is this finally the moment that people start jumping ship? I don't know, but I did not expect this type of reaction. How about you?
Breaking news. It's been said that MAGA Republicans and just MAGA in general are starting to turn on President Trump, and it's causing a civil war within MAGA. And I don't blame them, for all the shit that's going on, and the non-files of Jeffrey Epstein and the non-files that were released for JFK. All those promises that he ran on that just have equaled to shit right now. Nothing's going on. So there's a new movement, and it's called MASA. M-A-S-A. MASA. Okay? So we're gonna make America sane again. That's what we're running on. So, maybe Bobby will get behind this. Maybe Dan Bongino will get behind it. But that's what we're running with right now. It's MASA. Let's make America safe again. I'm sorry. Let's make America sane again. So we have breaking news.
At least a huge chunk, MAGA, or at least a huge chunk of them, they're turning on Donald Trump right now. Right? Some of this, it's stemming from Trump's DOJ saying, hey, the Epstein files, there's no client list. Right? Despite what in the past Donald Trump has said, Pam Bondi has said, Kash Patel has said, Dan Bongino has said. And now, in a recent post, Trump said, hey, the Epstein files, they were actually designed by Obama, Hillary, and Biden to attack him. Right? And that, despite Trump ran on releasing the files, and he said that the files were real in February, but then last week his DOJ said that they aren't real. And in fact, now Trump says they're actually a big Democrat conspiracy against him. But again, just talking about the facts. President Trump was famously friends with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, look at the photos of all of them together. And earlier this year, he had the guy that was one of his biggest allies ever, Elon Musk, saying Trump's on the list. In 2002, Trump told New York Magazine, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side, no doubt about it. With Trump's own biographer saying that in his first term, he considered pardoning Epstein's girlfriend so that she wouldn't speak of who and what she saw. He even said of Ghislaine Maxwell, who he was photographed with and who was found guilty in trafficking and other offenses in connection to Jeffrey Epstein, that he wished her well. She's sentenced to 20 years in prison. And now with this latest post, I mean, if you go into the replies on Truth Social, MAGA is not happy, saying, why are you gaslighting us? But one of the biggest questions is, will that reaction grow, or will Trump be able to snuff it out? Though I will say, going through it, I haven't seen MAGA defect like this on Trump before. Follow to stay in the loop. MAGA.
Breaking news, there's a MAGA civil war raging right now as Trump supporters across America are pissed at Trump after he put out a statement on Truth Social basically calling the Epstein files a Democrat hoax and also saying that we just need to stop giving Jeffrey Epstein any of our attention. Here's a screenshot of a part of Trump's statement. He starts off by saying that the Epstein files were created by Obama, Clinton, and the criminals of the Biden-Harris administration. And he also says that they created these files just like they created some other fake documents that they've used against him in the past. And then at the end of his statement, he says that we should stop wasting our time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein, basically telling people to stop talking about it. And when I said that this has MAGA pissed, I wasn't kidding. Truth Social is his app for him and his followers. There's not a large liberal movement over there. Let's go ahead and read some of the replies from this post. L. Milford says in response to Trump's post, "You are losing many in your base. Sir, you need to listen to us." Tyler says, "Mr. President, you did make the promise, just saying." And Lighthouse says, "Sorry, this just isn't holding water." AJ says, "Read the room. You need to deliver on this or be fired." And Mr. Grumpy Deplorable says he's not buying it. Anyways, that's all for now. This is definitely an interesting development. I'll make sure I keep you in the loop when we learn more.
And then turning right back. All of MAGA's response to the Epstein case is just a little too late. See, I can't believe that this was the final straw. He's been tearing away our rights, social programs, Medicaid, food stamps. He's giving more and more money to billionaires, throwing people in cages down in Florida, ripping families apart. Planes are taking people in shackles, dropping them in the ocean, and then turning right back. All of this was okay, but the Epstein files is where we drew the line. But even with that, he still has his core base intact. I'm really worried about their short attention span because this post on Truth Social where he was blaming Obama, Clinton, and whoever else making up these case files, blaming the Dems for that, blah, blah, blah. Will they fall for it? Will they fall for it like they've fallen for everything else? Even if the entire country decided to turn against him, what would actually happen? He could get impeached and then we'd have JD Vance. Is that better? I'm sorry I'm coming off so negative. I just don't know. I don't have a ton of hope for this administration, this country, the way things have been going. I just don't. MAGA's
I know it sounds crazy, but there are people out there who go from being MAGA to being Democrats. And I know this 100% because I literally just had a conversation with a guy who did exactly that. And it wasn't just me. It was me and all the other guys on the Find Out podcast, many of whom I'm sure you know. We had a conversation with former Congressman Joe Walsh, who went from being a Tea Party congressman to a MAGA radio show host to a Democrat today. So if you're curious how somebody could actually leave MAGA and become a Democrat, you should watch this episode. Not only that, Joe is just a super fun dude to talk to, so you'll love the conversation. If you don't already watch Find Out, the links are in my bio. Check it out.
So Donald Trump just said that the Epstein client list was created by the Obamas, the Clintons, and you guessed it, Joe Biden. That's right. The Epstein client list, which the Trump administration just said doesn't exist, is now reportedly created by the Democrats for the sole purpose of making Trump look bad. Donald Trump says that this list is just a hoax made up by Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Joe Biden. But one thing isn't adding up about this story. Your own administration just said the list doesn't exist. Now, he's gearing up his supporters into recognizing that the Democrats must have put Trump in the list for when the list comes out and Trump is all over it, they'll think it's a hoax. You can't have it both ways, though. Pam Bondi said the list was on her desk. Now they say the list doesn't exist. Now they say the Democrats created the list and it's a hoax. Donald Trump clearly does not want us talking about Epstein anymore because he is so connected to this predator. Keep talking about it because clearly it's a sore spot for the Trump administration.
Like, seriously, Lovelace, this is just coming so late. I don't even expect this to come now. Like, I was expecting it to come earlier because a lot has already been happening already. And these MAGA supporters, you know, they are very conk supporters, even if they have seen reasons and 1,000 reasons why they're not even supposed to support whatsoever that is going on this person's administration. But these people have looked for a way to keep on pushing, keep on supporting, even if they knew that deep inside of them what is going on in this present administration is nothing to write home about. And now comes the Epstein list, and this is when they decided that, oh, we are now getting awakened. Like, oh my God, this man is not. This is someone who have had previous background, who has had previous ups and downs. Like, what even make you think that, you know, he is going to be better off after you put him in the office? Like, what even makes you think that it's going to be so holier than down since he's in the office? Like, this is someone that, will look for every opportunity to degrade someone and uplift himself. Like, this is someone that I see so arrogant, like the way at which he treats people. Like, if you're not in his clique of friends, like he doesn't even care about you. Like, he has nothing to even do with race. Like, first of all, he's known for his races, but second of all, he's known for his classism. Like, I think he's just so two in one. One side is this, second side his classism, third side he has so many stories in his background. This is someone that have been the president before, and like sometimes anytime I see all these farmers, Texas, coming out crying, I keep on like wondering, this is someone that have shown you the person that he is before, and now you thought that put him in the office for the second time is going to change the kind of person that he is. Like, automatically all his sins are wiped away. Like, this somebody that doesn't care. He doesn't even care about, if you like, talk from now till 100, he doesn't even care. But the thing is that with all of this thing going on with this list, he is still definitely going to look for somebody to blame. He's known for that. He's known for blaming every other person but himself. This is how he actually blamed the Floyd. He blamed it on the other administration. Like, anything that goes left, he's always trying to look for who to apportion blame. And now these MAGA supporters are decided, some of them, because exactly, like these ones that is so stubborn that even if they see the truth in front of them, they will actually, even if they see the truth in front of them, they will actually choose to close their eyes rather than to speak the truth. I came across some couple of videos on my For You, which we can put stuffs like that here. That was why I have to like trim it up, where some of these people are, burning their cap, their shirts, like, oh my god, because of this list going on. And they were like, I was like, so what were they even expecting? What do they think? Like, the kind of high esteem that these people hold upon this man is just so questionable, because you are seeing the handwriting on the wall, but you just want to keep on deceiving yourself. You just want to keep on lying to yourself, thinking that, oh, at the end of the day, you know exactly what's up, but without even knowing that, okay, this is the person that he is. No matter how you want to sugarcoat it, no matter how you want to pretend that this is not the person that he is, you can never ever do that. And now that they are waking up, they are waking up will not even change a thing, because this is someone that he doesn't even care. You wake up, you don't wake up, he's already doing what he feels. He's already there. The only thing I think these people should just concentrate on is to concentrate on maybe trying to get a better choice when they have the opportunity again. Because burning up all of this, you actually bought this with your hard-earned money, right? And now you're burning it up. Oh my god, like, whom are you really deceiving? The only thing you have to do right now is just maybe strategize and try to look for someone you feel that is very competent next time. Because this time, I think this time is for him, and he's just going to use his time so wisely. He's going to use it the way he likes, and he's going to do that unapologetically. He doesn't even care. So far, he has all his backups, Like, oh my god, the most sweet part of all these things is that because of the bills, this healthcare, Medicare and all of that, have seen so many MAGA supporters coming out to, oh my god, I voted for him. I never knew. You never knew what? Like, the handwritings all over the places, and you were given an opportunity to make a choice. But you chose racism, you chose discrimination, and now this is why everyone is in the state at which we are right now. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please, If you're not subscribed to this channel of this extent, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. And I have a second backup channel which is Belinda Voice. Please check it out, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next one. A huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next one.